Good morning, brother and sister. I'm so excited and I'm so thrilled. I want to preach a sermon. I enjoyed the stay here for the last 8 days. I would like to thank the Chinese church for providing such a wonderful place for our pastors, workers to stay in the community center. I'd like to thank them. And I also like to thank all my brothers and sisters here. We really enjoyed the time that we spent for the last 8 days. This is the 9th day I'm staying in Penang. I haven't actually tried the food in Penang yet. But anyway, I also enjoy time learning together with my classmate. Can I have a show of your hand, my classmate, for the last 8 days? I'd like to thank our teachers, our master, have shared so much to his experience in the work. So I really appreciate that. You know what? Every day we receive fresh Adventist bread. Fresh Adventist bread from the Lord, from the Word of God. I wish we can spend more time together learning. But this morning, I want to say this. I want to go home. I miss my daughter, my son, and my wife. 8 days. I want to go home. Yes, that's what I'm going to say next. But I'd like to thank our leaders of this church, Pastor Leong Fai. He has a great vision. A vision from God, a vision of God, to do God's work in Penang Island together with the 6 churches here and our Penang Adventist Hospital. Before we go home, the heavenly home, we have work to do. I wish we can all say what Jesus said in John 17 verse 4. John 17 verse 4. Jesus said, I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. Brother and sister, this morning I'm not going to just present another project, another program, but I think as a church we all need to rediscover our first love. We need to have revival for mission. We need to have revival from mission. Revived by His Word. But we also need a plan, a strategy, so that we can finish the work here. Key ministry indicator. We hate figure, but we learn from the class. Figure is good for us to count God's blessing in the past. But I think we have more to do. We are falling short of God's gospel commission. This great commission, we are falling short of that. Nature has constantly reminded us that our time is running out fast. When the time is short, Ellen G. White advises that our forces must be organized to do a larger work. She continued to say, we need to have united effort of laborers of different capability. We, as people of God, need to seek to be in harmony with one another. Dependence upon God, earnest prayer to seek Him for help in obedience to His word. This is what we need. Following her advice, the mission had decided to reorganize and consolidate all its available resources to finish His work in this mission, the shortest possible time to hasten His second coming by the power of the Holy Spirit, not by us. When we shall begin this work from Penang, and then right down to Johor. Because SDA Church is a movement, not a church. It's not stagnant. We must go forward. Last year's EXCO meeting have appointed this committee to lead this work. The chairman is Brother Che, a lay person, a dedicated lay person. I would like to invite him to stand so that you all know who he is. I serve as the secretary, and with me we have two able and important people here in Penang Island, Dr. To Siwei and also Brother Jace. We call Pastor Jace, Pastor Jace sometimes. The goal is very simple. I can give you the detailed one, but I'll give you a big picture first. The goal is to turn Penang upside down for Jesus Christ by 2015 by His power. This vision is from the book of Acts. The theme for this project is called Adventists at Penang. We want to make ourselves visible in this island. This is the theme that we have chosen. The Spirit of Prophecy says that there should be frequent counsels and earnest, wholehearted cooperation. And I think that is what we need to do. So therefore, the Task Force Committee has identified the role of the mission, the 6 churches in Penang Island, and the Penang Adventist Hospital in this project to ensure its success. The role of the role of PAM mission, the following. I will just read, okay? To standardize the method of approach and material used in this evangelism project, to set up an evangelism field school to assist our church members in fulfilling their gospel commission in this project, to organize our pastor to work as a team, and then we appoint an event coordinator for the project. We will provide materials so that we can do the work. We have tracts and also the Great Hope books. The Task Force Committee who in charge of the following: to develop a strategic plan, to form a monitoring committee to oversee the work, to solve problems arising from the implementation of the project, and we will use the high technology to reach out. We will source funding for this project and the activities that we will do, to arrange manpower needed for the project through the evangelism field school. Then I think we will need Elder Johnny Wong to come more frequently. The churches here in Penang Island, we will organize the church under the following 3 categories as voted in the 25th quadrennial session held in February 2012, right here, this place, the same place. We want to reach up, reach across, and reach out. The roles of the churches is to revive your church member. We need revival from our members first, and we will revive using the Word of God. The role of the churches is that whenever you conduct activities, plan, make sure that you apply the farming culture that we learn in the Bible. There are 4 stages. Let us see what are they. Sowing, cultivating, harvesting, nurturing, or discipling. That's what we want to do. We also will apply the standardized method of approach in their church activity. We outline 3 important criteria. First of all, whenever you conduct activities, make sure that it ought to be evangelism focused, ought to have continuity and follow-up program ready before implementing to generate a snowball effect. That's what we call closed loop evangelism. Use as many volunteers as possible. We'll use Jesus method. We say, if we follow Jesus method, we will have success. This is Jesus method to show them. Okay? Have you shown? Jesus method. He mingled with men. Okay? You can read this from Ministry of Healing. Okay? Next, the Penang Adventist Hospital. They will assist in this area to provide speakers for the health talk whenever possible, to encourage their doctors to involve themselves in this project according to the talent God has entrusted them, to encourage their nursing students to involve themselves in the project. We want total involvement from the church. The mission commitment. We prepare to provide the following to the local churches to ensure the success: leadership, direction, resources, and consultation. That's what we pledge to do. However, you want to say further, local churches, you may alliance with the task force committee or the mission officer to gain access to this assistance. Adventists at Penang project. This is going to be a refreshing spiritual experience for every one of us here. With you, heaven is nearer. With you, heaven is nearer. Let us be one under the Spirit and be part of this historical effort in Penang. From Penang, we start. Together, we hasten His glorious second coming in our time. Let us go farming together. Let us go fishing together. Amen. We learn that we don't go fishing just because we have nothing to do. Because we have a vision. Let us go fishing. Make sure that Jesus is in the boat. Make sure that we follow all His method. Right, Sister Helen? Let us work as a team. If we want to have a big harvest, let us work together. Because God is so good to us. Let us move forward to do more for Jesus.